Yes, it's only a paper moon sailing over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believe in me. Yes, it's only a canvas sky sailing over a muslin tree, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believe in me. Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Without your love, it's a melody played in a penny arcade. It's a Barnum and Bailey world, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believe in me. Well, it's one of my favorite old songs from the big band era. Really enjoy that one. Nat King Cole did a lovely version of it, as did Frank Sinatra. So anyway, you can check those out, Google them, and you can find the full song. Why did I sing that? Well, today we're going to do a mock Mexican spicy tuna casserole. Now, it's not a mock casserole, it's just mock Mexican. So, let's get to it, shall we? I'll bring the camera over so we can have a closer look. Now, this is a very easy recipe to make because it only requires 5 ingredients. And the first one is going to require a tiny bit of prep work. What you're going to want to do is cook a cup of minute rice in a cup of chicken broth. Just follow the directions on the minute rice box and substitute the chicken broth for the water. So we'll give you a nice yellow looking rice like that with a chicken flavor to it. And we're going to put that in our casserole dish. Now I did pre-coat the casserole inside with some Pam. So you just want to grease the inside of your pan lightly. So a cooking spray of some sort, or just wipe the inside with some canola oil or vegetable oil of some sort. Put your rice in. Now to your rice you're going to add 3/4 of a cup of salsa. Now this is where you can adjust the flavor to your liking, or the spiciness I should say. I'm using medium spicy salsa because I'm making this for my wife and myself, and she doesn't really like hot spicy things. Actually, I think if she had her way, she'd be using mild salsa. If I had my way, I'd be using hot or extra hot salsa. So we compromised with medium. So far we have 4 ingredients, I guess, or no, 3 ingredients. We have your chicken broth, your rice, and your salsa. Now your 4th ingredient is going to be flaked tuna. Now I prefer albacore tuna, but you just want to put that in there as well. Like I said, the hardest part of this recipe is probably making the rice, because the rest is just a matter of combining. Once you got your tuna in there, now you just want to mix that all together really well. Get your salsa and your tuna all mixed throughout the rice. And then just kind of level it off in there, if you can. And it's funny, when I make things, quite often advertising jingles come back to me, and it's not the brand of tuna I'm using, but I always remember the Chicken of the Sea, I think it was Chicken of the Sea commercials with, yeah, it was, what's the best tuna? Chicken of the Sea. Remember it went, how to go now? Ask any mermaid you happen to see, what's the best tuna? Chicken of the Sea. And then of course there was Charlie the tuna, who was always trying to have good taste. Do you remember that one?
Anyway, and your final and fifth ingredient is you're going to shred some cheddar cheese over the top of that. Now, again, I'm making this for just my wife and I. If you were making this for your family, you've got children or grandchildren or whatever, you might want to double the recipe. And that's not going to cause any issues with flavor or anything else. But as much as my wife and I enjoy some of these dishes, you only want leftovers for maybe one night, but you certainly don't want to be eating them all week. So this casserole should give us one, maybe 2 meals, depending how hungry we are at our first meal. There we go, just kind of spread your cheese around evenly on the top. And that's it. That's the prep work done. Put the lid on there. And now, what are we going to do? Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to bake it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 minutes. And then it'll come out of the oven hot and ready to eat, and you can serve it up. So we'll come back when I bring it out of the oven. Hot ready. It's a Barnum and Bailey world, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believe in me. Well, our casserole's almost done. We're down to the last few seconds on the timer. And we'll get it out and have a look, see how she turned out. And there we are, the timer's singing our song. I'm going to bring you over so you can see this up close and personal. Well, there we go, our finished product. Delicious looking casserole. Let's serve a little bit up and see how it looks, shall we? As you can see, this will be just enough for 2 people. But there, look at that. Doesn't that look tasty? I'm going to have a bite just to see. Oh, that is so good. Hope you'll give this recipe a try. Maybe have a salad on the side, nice glass of wine, and there you go. Well, I hope you've enjoyed joining me in the kitchen today for this recipe. Another simple dish to make. I do make things that are far more complicated, but you know what? This world is full of complications and life can be complicated. And sometimes the easier a recipe is to make, the better it tastes. So at the end of a long, hard day, you don't want to have to spend hours putting together chicken cordon bleu or beef Wellington. You just want some good, solid, stick-to-your-rib food. And this is one of those cases. So with 5 simple ingredients, or 4 if you don't want the cheese, you can have a delicious stick-to-your-ribs casserole in a matter of about, an hour tops. 10 to 15 minutes prep, 45 minutes of cooking, and no one at your table is going to complain. Alrighty, until Tuesday with Tuesdays with the Pilgrim, take care, stay safe, enjoy your weekend, and God bless.